My approach to style and why you should and should not follow me. So when I worked for A&F, we broke our customer base down into two categories, then we gave them each names to sort of personalize them. Let's call them Jakes and Toms. Jakes are the early fashion adopters. Trends are important to them. They want to be the first to try trends. They spend a bit more money on clothes and they generally dress with the goal of standing out. Toms are a little bit more at ease following the crowd. They get into trends once they're comfortable seeing others give them a try first. They spend a bit less money on clothes and they generally dress with the goal of fitting in. So naturally, when you hear this sort of thing, the first thing you ask yourself is, where do I fit in this curve? And for me, I wasn't quite sure because I was always interested in and aware of men's fashion trends and clothing brands, and I put thought into what I was wearing and how I was wearing it. But on the other hand, because I was financially independent from a very early age, spending money on clothes always came with a bit of guilt. It always felt like a little bit of an extravagance. I had college, a car, rent to pay for, and I've always tried to save, so most of the shopping I ended up doing was window shopping. The plus side of this is that it forced me to really develop the discipline to only buy things that I was really sure I wanted, and usually when I could find a deal. So that kind of put me in a weird place in the curve. I had the awareness of somebody at the front of the curve, but I allocated the resources of somebody further in the back. So still to this day, I still kind of think of myself as either the last person in the front of the curve or the first person in the back of the curve. So why does this matter for you? If you're looking for content from the bleeding edge of men's fashion, I'm probably not the guy for you. There are a lot of other creators who do this wonderfully. I follow a bunch of them. And while I believe I have the knowledge and the taste level to put together full outfits of Acne and vintage and our legacy, that's just not something I really feel is personally worth the money to me, given my own financial goals and situation. And I'm also not gonna fake it with a bunch of cheaply made fast fashion stuff because that doesn't feel right either. But if you're looking for ideas on how to sort through and filter everything that's going on in the front bit of the curve and distill it down into practical ideas for everyday people on how to dress a bit better and to get the most bang for your buck while doing so, that's what I'm here for.